Welcome back, and in the blue corner, directly from Buenos Aires, Argentina, his school, he fights for his Escuela Curitiba team. His coach is Guillermo Giano. He's 28 years old, 1.7 meters tall, right-handed, 9 fights, 3 losses, 6 victories, 2 by knockout. Let us introduce Ernesto de la Colina. In the red corner from the hometown Curitiba, with the fans behind him, he fights out of the Evolution Thai Club. Andre Ginda is his coach. He's 27 years old, 1.72 meters tall, right-handed, 3 fights, 3 victories, 1 by knockout. Let us introduce Magnum Max. Again, let's just a side note, Ernesto de la Colina was also unable to make his weight and was 300 grams over, so he will forfeit 1 point to start off this fight, and 50% of his earnings will go to the adversary, his opponent. Let's see, between this international super semifinal, let's see Challenger GP, who's going to start off with the vicious techniques. And there goes Magnum Max jumping in with a high-flying knee. Oh, and he is counterattacked by a fantastic left hand by Ernesto, catching Magnum off guard. Ernesto. Magnum moving in, trying that jab, trying to set up stuff. This Ernesto is very dangerous. He is very strong, as we can tell. About the same age, these fighters about the same height. A little bit more experience to the Argentinian. There goes Magnum, moving around quickly. He's able to avoid a lot of that attack coming from Ernesto, who seems to be throwing a little bit wildly, really trying to knock out Magnum from... Oh, and there goes a right hand, a great right hand by Ernesto, catching Magnum right in the square in the face. This is a dangerous fighter, Ernesto. Not to take anything away from Magnum. He's an awesome, excellent, strong, fast fighter at this 142-pound weight class. But he needs to be careful. Good leg kick by Ernesto. Another good leg kick by Ernesto. He's able to set it up, but this time Magnum was able to counterattack with a right hand. Back into the clinch. Separated, back to the middle of the ring. Good leg, body kick by Magnum. Both punchers in the center of the ring, slugging it out, using their boxing skills. Neither one connecting. Magnum trying to do a little bit of jumping in, using that knee. Looks like something he's practiced. Good front kick by Magnum. Excellent front kick, catching Ernesto off guard. He definitely felt that. There goes a back kick, absolutely way off the mark, executed by Magnum. Easily defended by Ernesto. Good right hand by Magnum, catching Ernesto off guard. Ernesto's sort of flailing away now at this moment. Not sure what to expect, not sure what to do, not defending that well. Especially against Magnum Max's right hand. And there he goes with a step-in, sliding, spinning back kick, way off the mark. Not a good kick for full contact WGP kickboxing, more of a point type of kicking style. Something like Taekwondo or karate. Oh, and a good spinning back fist by Ernesto, almost catching Magnum off guard. Very strong, just a little bit too close, but excellent execution. goes Magnum Max. Trying to get the crowd revved up, giving him some motivation, and they're off. Let's see who starts the second round. Good low kick by Ernesto, trying to move in close. Good combination by both fighters into the clinch after they break up. Ernesto looks a little bit relaxed. He looks like he's rested well. And there he goes again, but he's throwing those wild punches. And Magnum is coming in, was definitely much better guarded and throwing that high knee. He is dangerous with that knee striking ability. Oh, and a good left hand by Ernesto. Oh, but countered by Magnum Max, causing Ernesto to slip. There goes both fighters throwing wild punches. If one of these punches connects by either one of these guys, good left hand by Magnum Max, catching Ernesto off guard. And there goes Ernesto. Now he's throwing things that are a little bit out of control. Magnum is really able to defend against those blows. Good low kick by Ernesto. And back into the corner. Magnum Max pushing Ernesto into the corner as they clinch. Oh, and a good spinning back. Oh, a spinning back fist, leaving himself wide open, Ernesto. And he was caught off guard twice by two, a left and a right. Executed perfectly by Magnum as he waited for that spin to connect. And there goes Magnum. He is catching Ernesto with a lot of technique. His eye is already starting to swell. And Magnum backs back into the center of the ring, and he catches Ernesto with a front kick. Oh, and a good right hand by Ernesto, but Ernesto is throwing wildly, leaving himself way open. Magnum Max is going to capitalize on that opening very soon, like he has already. And there goes Ernesto jumping in with a strange kind of a half knee, half kick. And a wild punch by Magnum Max. A right overhand wild haymaker that was way off the mark. Oh, and a good left hand by Magnum Max. Ernesto keeps moving forward. He is strong. He is strong as a bull. He wants to win this fight. He knows he is not the technician that Magnum Max is. He has got to use his force. Oh, and a good tech. Good. Oh, and Ernesto is just throwing wildly, but he's being effective. Throwing Magnum Max off of his game. Now he's getting agitated. Oh, Ernesto is looking a little bit wild. There goes a good left hand counterattack by Magnum Max from Curitiba. And there they go into the clinch again. Both fighters tired in this second round. 14 seconds left to go. Oh, and there goes, what was that? He was trying to go for that long riding back kick again, sliding and spinning back kick. Way off the mark. And lift himself open for a couple of punches executed by Ernesto de la Colina. The third and final round of this 142-pound semifinal. Both fighters were looking pretty tired at the end of that second round. Let's see if they were able to get their second wins. Good left overhand by Magnum. Ernesto again, desperate, throwing whatever he can, using pure physical strength, relying less and less on technique and more on pure brute force. Oh, and Ernesto is knocked down. The referee warning Magnum Max not to hold. There goes a good right high kick. Oh, and a good combination punching by Magnum Max, catching Ernesto off guard. Not doing a lot of damage, but catching him. Ernesto is absolutely running on fumes. He is working his hardest with the zero technique, throwing whatever he can, moving forward. Oh, and a good left roundhouse kick by Magnum, catching just the tip of Ernesto's nose. And there goes Ernesto again, throwing those wild haymakers. Oh, and a great high kick by Magnum Max, catching Ernesto off guard. He is one tough guy. He has not gone down. He has not gone down. He is hanging in there. He has been hit. He has been beaten. He has been battered. And he keeps on moving forward. Pure animal instinct. Oh, and a wild spinning back fist by Ernesto, way off the mark, dangerous as can be, leaving himself so open like that. Magnum definitely looking like he's the better conditioned athlete today. Oh, and a good combination, from Magnum, a left and a right. Oh, and another left by Magnum. Oh, and a left roundhouse kick, just blocked. Oh, and another left roundhouse kick by Magnum. And a knee and a right hand by Magnum, catching Ernesto with another left hand. What is holding this guy up? What is keeping him on his feet? Amazing. Oh, and he comes back with a good right hand, Ernesto does, and knocks Magnum back into the ropes. Magnum looking a little bit tired. Ernesto still moving forward. Absolutely beaten down. Ernesto, tired, breathing through his mouth. Just caught Magnum off guard with a low kick. Just barely hit him, but still not enough to cause enough problem. And now we're into the last bit of this third round. Oh, and there goes an absolutely advanced technique by Magnum. Oh, and a good left hand by Magnum as Ernesto pushes Magnum back into the ropes with absolute pure sheer force, absolute gut instinct. What a fantastic technique by Magnum Max. If he had done that earlier in the fight, oh, and another point deducted from Ernesto. That's 2 points now. There's no way. Good job. Good job, boys. That was a great fight by these two warriors. Magnum Max pretty confident that he won that fight. And Ernesto with a 2-point disadvantage right away. Definitely we're going to have to call this one for Magnum Max from Curitiba. We'll be back in just a second with the official decision. Unanimous decision once again. The winner of this fight is Magnum Max from Curitiba, Brazil.